Alright, what you're looking at here is the wiring diagram for 76 Corvette Stingray. I love these, especially on these simpler cars. My 73, my 70 Mustang, both of those. I have diagrams for those, and this is a perfect one for the 76 Corvette. Maybe a little more complicated than the Mustangs were, but not much. And as you look at this, you can see all the different colors. Now, it's cursed for me because I'm colorblind, and so a lot of these colors I'm not going to be able to distinguish, but I do have a way of determining and following these. It's a little mechanical, but I do have to do it that way, and so I'll show you that here coming up in a minute. But this is from grab that pic right there, classiccarwiring.com. They have great stuff. And even more complicated cars than this. But this is 2 sheets, and it takes you from the rear all the way up to the engine compartment and the headlights. Sorry for that shadow. And it has legends on each side. But what's really cool is you flip it over. There you have the air conditioning diagram. Rear defroster, which I don't have on my car. Power windows, which I do have on my car. And then the AC and heater. All those diagrams laid right out there for you, and it makes it so easy to trace these out. But now let me show you how I'm going to tackle this, being that I'm colorblind and these colors don't always help. I'll show you that here in a sec. Here's your drone view. Okay, so I have this all diagrammed out. And check me. Make sure I've got this where. Now the colors I used are colors I can distinguish between on here. Not necessarily telling you whether it's red or green, but only light, dark, layers of light and dark. So we're starting out with the gray, which I think is gray, or light green, I don't know, one of those wires here. And I traced it with the yellow, or the really light colored, it could be green, light colored indicators. And this just goes from here back to this. Now those are usually a splice of some kind. So once I have that splice, I'm not sure I can trace it on the way out. So I may have to do a little more digging for that. And if anybody out there knows, drop me a note. Now the Tach is electronic, so there's nothing else I have to look at other than electronics. And since it's not working, I'm assuming there's connections, or there's a computer board on the back, electronic board on the back that probably needs to be replaced. Then I checked what I believe is, and I asked, so I know that's the red or the power. And I used this darker color, which may also be red, to trace it. Now this traces all the way down. You can see how I have my arrows. Now this page does line up. Oops. Now these do line up, so they're pretty easy to trace forward. And so I trace it all the way through, and it goes to, these are connectors according to the legend. These are connectors, so it plugs into a connector right here. So I should be able to find that now, exact location. Let's see, there's a couple flashers, hazard flashers, directional flashers, and so we all know those are those little tin-looking units, so I should be able to find those, and that goes in there. Of course, if you check it over here, dimmer switch, of course this is up underneath the dash, and then you can see it that way. So that's how I trace those out. And then back to the ground, which is the black I can tell. I use this color for the black, and you chase that down, and you can see it comes here, 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 all the way back up, and then somehow, if I trace it, it's either tied into here and it stops and then goes into the ground. but I just went ahead and indicated the ground where it should be attached to. And I think probably it could be grounded anywhere, but since it's all wiring's already there, I'm going to leave it. But now I know that I need to check here for splice, and then I need to check here and make sure that ground's good. Of course, if there's a lot of other things not working, then the ground won't work. Then other things won't work. And so I think we've got that. But again, this is very handy. And so my next thing on here is going to be chasing out down the Tach, probably simultaneously with the speedometer. Though the speedometer is not electronic here; it's all mechanical. And believe it or not, I've never had to change it on a standard car, only on automatic. So I'll go check out. I'll have to trace that all down, but you won't find anything here, unless. Although it does have lights, I'm kind of interesting why I don't see anything here. So you've got the wiper switches, you got the Tach, and if we do physical location, there should be a unit right here that has the speedometer, at least the lights for the speedometer. But if I come over here, these are all the lamps listed here. So I'm assuming that's probably where these are. Door, jar, brake. And so these will be all tucked up underneath the high beam indicator. Yeah, these are all tucked up underneath the dash. So somewhere in there will be the one for lighting up the speedometer. And you know what, frankly, I don't know if that works or not. I'll have to check that out. I may go out and fire the car up at night tonight and take a look at it, because I haven't done that really. The lights don't pop up. They come on, but they don't pop up. And the mechanical piece on that seems to be missing or doesn't exist. And so I think we'll be stuck doing that. But anyway, I just wanted to get you a good look at that. And we'll be referring to this on and off. Anyway, you can get that at classiccarwiring.com. And they're really quick. I mean, this is like 2 days and it was here. Perfect.